Hey guys, the Golf Yogi here for GolfersRx. Talking a little bit of rotation today. I have a lot of clients that I work with. They all want to do one thing. They want to be able to rotate more, create a wider arc, hit the ball a little bit further. So in rotation in our golf swing and really anything, whether we're talking about wheels on a car, CDs in our CD player, rotation needs one thing. Rotation needs an axis. Okay, it doesn't matter, again, what we're talking about. If you're going to rotate, you have to have something to rotate around. So I'm going to give you my 3 favorite exercises for rotation today. These are simple. There's something you can do at the house. And there's a number of different ways to play around with a lot of these. So you can scale these however you want. Don't think that, oh, Mark did it exactly this way. If you want to play with them, change them a little bit, please do. But a few principles we're going to talk about. One that I really like to do is called airplane drill. You've probably seen this in golf, even using this for a drill in golf. But it's great to start to show us our rotation. So we're just going to bring our hands together just like we're going to hit a shot. You're taking a stance here like you're going to hit maybe a 6 or a 7 iron. Bring those hands right in front of you, and we're just going to rotate one arm open. And the goal here is to stack the shoulders. So when we do this, you can watch my bottom arm. We're not leaving that arm there just totally stable. We're letting that left arm reach down a little bit as I rotate up with my right arm. And again, trying to stack the shoulders. So if you have a mirror you can do this in front of, it'll start to show you if you're faking a turn. And what I mean by that is the same thing we see in the golf swing. We start to rotate away, and all of a sudden that rotation stops, and then we just fake it the rest of the way up with our arms. This is going to show you, are you rotating properly, being able to open the chest, stack those shoulders one on top of the other, and bring it right back. You can do these both ways. Again, rotate it all the way open. Let that bottom arm reach a little bit. That's going to give you space. Bring it right back. A lot of people ask why we let that arm move. If you watch my head, though, when we do this, the head isn't coming down with that arm. The head is staying totally stable, rotating around, just creating a little bit of space to stack those shoulders. So if you do this and you look into a mirror and you kind of see that we're about right here, or that you're starting to open the chest, but all of a sudden this arm just flops way out to the back, that's showing that you're faking rotation. And in your golf swing, that's going to translate to faking a turn with your arms. So get in front of a mirror, give this one a few tries. You can work it both ways. When you do these, you're trying to keep the hips and the knees stable. You're not going to let the hips dump with it and kind of, let that almost just fall to one side when you do it and really compensate through the hips. So keeping those hips stable, rotate around, stack those shoulders, great way to work it. Another one that I like is just getting on the ground, on your knees, sitting up nice and tall. When you do this, and I'm going to show you from the back, we want to press these feet into the ground. So the tops of the feet, we're not going to keep these feet curled under with our toes here. We want to go flat with the feet. So pressing those feet into the ground is going to keep the hips more stable when we do this. So just going to bring your arms up, just like goalpost arms here. Again, press those feet into the ground. Going to rotate all the way around to one side. Again, if you have a mirror to do these in front of, that's fantastic. The couple of things that you want to watch for here is when you start to rotate, we don't want this head to go with us to one side. You want to keep that head stable. Start to rotate again around that axis, around the spine, just working that thoracic rotation through here, pressing those feet into the ground again, keeping our hips from wanting to dump one side or the other when we do these. So really simple, guys. This isn't a whole lot of stress on the spine. This isn't a whole lot of stress on the body. So just easy rotations around. Going to start to feel it in your back a little bit. You don't have to do a ton of these, but again, if you're trying to increase the rotation in your swing, this is a great way to do it. Then one more here, guys. I like to use a little ball for this. This is really light. This is only a 4-pound medicine ball. If you have a basketball, if you have your kid's soccer ball, whatever laying around, I like to grab something to hold on to for this one. So again, I'm going to show you this from the side to start. We're going to hug this ball up. When we do it, we don't want these shoulders rounded forward. We still want these shoulders to be pulled back and have a nice neutral spine, stay athletic with it, and not let those shoulders really round and dump. Same way you can look at that as in the golf swing. When we set up and we get at that address position, we want those shoulders nice and strong. We don't want to be rounded over here, just kind of flopping into it. So same thing when you hug this ball up, pull those shoulders back, keep them in that really good position and engage through all the way through the shoulders there. So same thing that we just did with the arms up, we're going to do now. Hugging this ball, pull the shoulders back. This is going to work our end range in our rotation. So we're going to take this over to about the furthest place we can take it, hold it just for a breath or two, bring it right back. So we're not trying to put a ton of strain into that spine. We are trying to make that spine work a little bit more than it wants to right at that end range and bring it right back. So again, this is working our end range. This is working where our body wants to get to and stop. That's why we get to that position, take a breath or two, bring it right back to center, take it back the opposite way. And the same thing we were doing with the arms up with this one, if you have a mirror to do this in front of to where you can rotate around a stable head, around a stable spine, That's what we're looking for. So give these a try, guys. When we're working upper body rotation, we again are trying to keep the hips and the knees pretty stable, just trying to work that all the way through the spine, all the way through the shoulders. So as always, guys, if you have any questions about these, send me an email, mark@thegolfyogi.com. I'm always happy to help. Give these a shot, guys. Hopefully increase some of that rotation, get that club head speed up, hit a little further, play some better golf. Cheers, guys.